Ladies and gentlemen, good day to all of you. This is the headline of international news. This highly anticipated and much awaited speech that Donald Trump delivered just yesterday evening on the date of Tuesday, March 4th, 2024, a significant speech before the American Congress, a speech in which he clearly declared his general policy. Yes, because that's how it should happen. The sitting president must make a general policy statement before Congress, which must acknowledge and support his general policy if, of course, it is unanimous. So this speech was anticipated. It is a very long speech that no American president has ever delivered before the American Congress. Here is the first remark. The second thing is there was a Democrat who wanted to disrupt the normal order of things. He started booing President Trump just a few minutes after the speech began. But this gentleman was expelled. They threw him out. Then Donald Trump continued. He presented his vision, a clear vision of what America will become and will do in the coming days. He declared that it is the return of America's golden age, that what is going to happen in the United States of America has never happened before, and he doesn't believe it will happen again. He touched on the Ukrainian aspect, providing last-minute information about Ukraine that we didn't have before. He also talked about Greenland, and especially about the issue of men, women, and transgender people. He spoke, and he was very precise. In this video conference, we will address the key points that Donald Trump discussed, as these are the points that will guide the general policy of the United States of America during this year and even in the years to come. But for the moment, his policy for this year is this. And so everyone will need to know it. This will allow each of us to better understand the actions that America will take in the future during the course of this year, which will enable us as Africans to establish our personal conviction, our opinion, regarding what we want to decide concerning America and our position within the framework of global geopolitics. That's why I ask you to follow this video conference until the end. But above all, don't keep it to yourself. You need to share it as much as possible. If today you have the chance to be here on this page, benefiting from well-analyzed real-time information, it's because others shared it and you stumbled upon the page and found it interesting. So share as much as possible. This also helps to give more visibility to the video conference. So let's delve deeper. Donald Trump, he starts by saying this. He says, I was saved by God. I was saved by God to make America great again. I am convinced of it. When he says it, we can see it. He was saved by God. How many times have they tried to send him to his God? They attempted to take his life. If I'm not mistaken, it was twice. There was a third time that wasn't very clear, but officially twice. If God kept him so he could lead the American state, he is right. In his view, it's to give back to America what America needs. This is the key point of his speech. The American president, Donald Trump, stated that he received a letter from Zelensky expressing Ukraine's willingness to sit at the peace negotiation table as soon as possible. So what we were talking about yesterday, Ukraine, Zelensky is truly ready now. He made an about face. He changed his stance. Given everything that has happened in Europe, the failure of financial and human mobilization on Europe's side, he realized he can no longer hold on without America. He conceded. Trump, he even said on Das X that what had happened was regrettable. He did not apologize, but he said it was regrettable and that obviously it means that it would resume, that he was ready. So Donald Trump confirmed it, which means a step has already been taken. Donald Trump mentioned strong signals from Russia indicating a willingness to negotiate peace in Ukraine. So Ukraine, Zelensky is ready, and Russia is also ready. Donald Trump provided this information before the American Congress. Speaking about the Ukrainian conflict, Donald Trump urged to stop this madness. He believes that this conflict is madness. He asked Congress, do you want this war to continue for 5 years? The answer is no, and it should be noted that he made the statement in front of a Congress that was mostly supportive of him. So he wants to stop the conflict, Donald Trump continued. He says that the United States is ready to welcome Greenland into their region, into their fold, I would say. If its people wish, the United States will obtain it one way or another. So, Greenland, they are still aiming for Greenland. He continues, he promised America a golden age. He says it will be something the world has never seen. Yes. And we are already beginning to see what America has never done, what it is currently doing. He continues. The other key point of his speech, he says that the United States of America has begun to regain control of the Panama Canal. An American company has signed an agreement. This is American imperialism playing out flagrantly. He continues, he says Washington will increase tariffs on imported goods. China, India, and the European Union must prepare for tariff retaliations from the United States of America that will take effect on April 2nd. So his tariff issue, 25% there, he is not messing around with it. Starting from April 2, there will be tariff retaliations, and these are actions that please the Americans. So he continues. He says that the American Congress must allocate funds for the creation of an advanced missile defense system called Golden Dome. Golden Dome, which will be entirely manufactured in the United States of America, like the Iron Dome, certainly on Israel's side. So he continues, he says that hiring criteria in all professions must be based on professional skills and not on race or gender. He says the United States of America will plant their flag on Mars and far beyond. And what also caught attention, he declared that in the United States of America, there are only two sexes, male and female. So this fight against things I don't want to name, he insisted again, and it will be part of his general policy that he will implement. Now let's talk about Africa. Did he talk about Africa? For the moment, we haven't seen that part. And it focused much more on these elements we just mentioned. And so, dear ladies and gentlemen, here is the key point of President Donald Trump's statement, which provides an image of America in the coming months and gives an image of the geopolitical world, the global geopolitics we will experience in the coming months. Here is the headline news. So please share it as much as possible. We will return to certain details of this very important speech when necessary. Thank you then. Thank you for sharing the video. This was the voice of your one and only samurai.